This is the biggest regret that myself and the other Spice Girls have, is that we
Ja, wij gaan vandaag iets heel leuks doen.
Ja.
Wij gaan namelijk Melanie C interviewen van de Spice Girls.
Woo! Spice up your life!
Colors in the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. People in the world, spice up your life.
To understand, there's notice to my younger self. Now I'm not afraid to make mistakes. Lessons are meant to be learned.
Jullie is even de set aan het opruimen.
Ja, ik ben de set aan het opruimen.
En je gaat filmen, toch?
En ik ben de schoonmaak, nee. En ik ga filmen, dus ik ben nu een beetje
de setting aan het creëren.
Ja, dat het een beetje huiselijk is en leuk en gezellig. En een beetje opgeruimd, dat niet lege glazen op beeld komen. Dat is niet zo netjes.
Daar is Kelly voor vandaag.
Dit is een leuk bloemetje.
Ja, daar houden we van, hè? Van een leuk bloemetje.
Ja, daar houden we van.
Een beetje setting.
Een setje te creëren. Leuke bloemetjes achterin, zie je dat? Tussen jullie in, dat het wat sfeervoller is.
Hey Kel, jij hebt de Melanie even gezien, toch?
Ja.
En?
Nou, dat is ze gewoon.
Dat is gewoon Melanie C.
Dat is gewoon Melanie C.
Ja.
It took me so long to understand. There's notice to
Kelly?
Ja.
Ik ga zo meteen aan haar vragen
Ja.
of ze een liedje wil zingen met ons.
Spannend.
Een Spice Girls liedje.
jee.
Die wij vroeger ook hebben gezongen toen we heel jong waren. Denk je dat ze het gaat doen of niet?
Ik weet het niet. Ik hoop het wel, maar ja, aan de andere kant. Ze is hier ook natuurlijk zelf voor haar eigen interview en alles. Dus misschien dat ze denkt, liever niet. Maar ik hoop het wel.
flew in this morning, and then we drive to Brussels tomorrow,
Okay.
and then we're actually back in London by tomorrow night.
Oh, you're back in London tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
wow.
a very
A short
quick
visit.
trip, yeah.
Well, I always wanted to attend a concert of you back in the day when I was very little, but I couldn't. I was too young. And when the Spice were back together in 2007, we wanted to go. We were 15 back
Yes.
then. We really wanted to.
Yes, we signed because it was like in form of a lottery that you could get tickets.
Yeah.
There was
It's very
one.
Yes.
There was one also where you could vote for the Spice City. Do you remember
Yes,
that?
Spice.
And it ended up being
We added
Toronto.
Rotterdam. We added Rotterdam, but it
Yes.
didn't work.
But it was Toronto. I don't know why. We played in Toronto.
But you didn't go
anyway.
to Toronto at the end, right?
We didn't go where?
To Toronto at the end, to the Spice City.
Yeah, we played Toronto anyway, I think. Because
okay.
we did North America. Let's go.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay,
Yes, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Well, welcome back in Holland, Melanie.
Thank you so much.
How long has it been since the last time you were here?
I was hoping you would tell me.
Yeah.
It feels like a long time.
Yeah.
And I think I'd probably be shocked. It's probably over a decade, isn't
Over a
it?
decade.
That's crazy. How did that even happen?
Was it for a solo trip or with the girls?
I think the last time I would have been here would have been with a solo record.
With a solo
I know
record.
I was here, I did some shows here when I released my third album, which was called Beautiful Intentions. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm on like my seventh album.
7 already, yeah.
Crazy.
And what's your favorite place to be when you visit Holland? Is it a city or a street or?
Well, I love being here, right in the heart of Amsterdam. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you know when you go back to a place and just seeing the architecture and things, it just takes me back. And I've had some really fun times here with the girls.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of times being here with the girls.
You've been to Rotterdam,
Promo
right?
trips, been to
Yeah.
Rotterdam as well. And I have my tattoos done here, just
Oh,
up
really?
the road. Yeah, these ones. That
Did
was
you
in
go to the
2000.
famous Henk
I
Schumacher?
went to Hanky
Yeah. Thank you.
And yeah, I'm playing great venues like Milperberg and Paradiso. So yeah, it's really nice to be back.
Yeah, it's our first time in November to finally see a concert of you, to be
Yes.
there. Yeah. So that's very nice.
Yeah.
And did you try any Dutch food while you're here?
I haven't, not yet.
Croquettes?
Not
Stroopwafel?
yet. Not yet.
No.
But
we should have bring something, Kelly,
Yes.
for
Everybody
Next time.
Stroopwafel, is that how you say it?
Stroopwafel.
They are very
Yes.
popular in the UK.
Oh, really?
You get them in like all the coffee shops. Yeah, everybody gets them.
Oh,
My
okay.
daughter likes them a lot.
And bitterballen?
Bitterballen. What's bitterballen?
Do you know croquette?
Like potato
A croquette you do in the fry?
Okay.
Yeah, it's round.
Okay.
It's a bit round, crispy,
With
fleshy.
with meat in it.
With meat in it.
Ah,
You should try it.
I should.
it's
Sounds good.
it's very good. I've heard your new single, Room for Love. It's one
Yeah.
of my favorites on the
Oh,
album.
good.
And I saw your Instagram, I saw your Facebook profile. You can add your own Facebook profile with Make Room for Love. And is there a deeper meaning behind the song? Is it maybe global to have love for each other?
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of a message which is always important. But you know, it feels like we're living in quite dark times at the moment. Should work that too.
What did you say?
So yeah, I mean the song was written originally, personally for me. I was at a time in my life where, you know, I felt like I was ready to have love in my life.
Yeah.
I think we spend so much time striving for things, whether it's work related or even material, you know, all these different things. And you just think, God, you know, love is the most important thing, to give love and to be loved. And it just feels like, yeah, you have to make room for love in your life.
You know, with the last year we had, you know, with Ariana Grande at her concert and stuff like that. It's very sad actually that there's...
It's, you know, these things
Paris.
have gone on throughout history, you know,
Yeah.
terrible atrocities happen and are happening every day all over the world.
Yeah.
But it kind of feels like, you know, I don't really like watching the news because
No,
you just think,
it's
oh
not
gosh,
positive.
you know, what next?
What's next? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have some fan questions,
Okay.
and you have some Crazy Spice fans, of course, and Melanie C fans. So I asked them to send in a question. On the 2007 and 2008 tour with the Spice Girls, the reunion tour, the show was obviously filmed for screens and promotional purposes. Is there any chance that this footage will be officially released in the future as a gift to the fans?
This is the biggest regret that myself and the other Spice Girls have, is that we never were able to film the show. And what actually happened was, it was just bad organisation really, but when you film a concert to be released, you have to have lots of empty seats for cameras and for lighting, and have different lighting and different things. And because it all sold out so quickly as well. So we couldn't say, sorry, you can't come. We need to film it, you can't come. So it all became very, very difficult. Now, it was filmed for screens, but it's not appropriate really.
No, not for a
it
Blu-ray
wouldn't
release.
be the quality wouldn't be right for that. So sadly,
There's no chance it will be on YouTube, for example, the Spice Girls
there are
YouTube.
bits-
We couldn't be there.
there
We
are
want to
bits
see
and
it. We want to
There
see
is-
it.
I think that there is a lot of screen footage on YouTube, but unfortunately there's no official...
No.
Yeah, I know, it's so sad. We're absolutely gutted that that
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Have you ever thought about releasing a greatest hits album yourself?
Yeah, you know, I do think about it from time to time. It's actually quite complicated because I've worked with so many different labels.
I know that for the first two albums, Northern Star, Reason.
So,
It's a bit difficult.
Yeah, so whoever I self-financed for my third album, Beautiful Intentions.
the Red Girl.
So from that moment on, it becomes a lot easier. But with the first two albums, which, in all honesty, have my biggest hits, Virgin Records own the recordings. So it's political.
But isn't it after 15 years that you can own the rights yourself for a release or
I have
something?
to check the contract.
Yeah. You want a greatest hits album by Melanie? Or a best of, or Melanie's favorites?
I
or-
think, you know, the music industry has changed so much. And, you know, accessibility to music and making your own playlists is like, you know, we are the master of our own music and collections, aren't we? So I know that fans really like to have, you know, physical copies and to have like things to keep
difficult.
and collect and all of those things. So yeah, I mean, it's something I talk about. I think Northern Star is 20 next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I should think about doing something around that.
Yeah.
I've often thought about doing like an acoustic hits, something like that.
Something
Quite
live
nice.
or something
Yeah.
that you don't have to own the rights of.
Melanie Live.
Yeah, we have live hits in 2006. with all the yes, I know stuff
it's
about
true.
everything that
It's
I mean.
true. It's funny, isn't it? Because personally for me, like greatest hits kind of feel a bit old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned.
Do you know what I mean? It's like an 80s thing.
But our fans, the fans of you, are quite 90s minded.
That's true.
A lot of your fans in Brazil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think those people will.
We're bouncing ideas here.
Yes.
Yeah, we're bounding ideas.
Sounds good. You're making me very happy.
Yeah. So yeah, I need to consider that. Maybe I need
Yes.
to take a poll. Who would like a greatest hits,
On your
and what would you
Facebook.
like it to be?
Talking about greatest hits, you already have the greatest hits, of course, with the girls. And the question is, in 2007 you put 2 new songs on your greatest hits album. Headlines and Voodoo. I heard you liked Voodoo. Not really. Were there any more songs recorded, and can we expect them at some point in the future, or did you only record?
There were other
Headlines?
songs in the sessions.
Can you
I
name
thought
them?
one was really good actually, but it was difficult. Everybody had to be in agreement.
Yeah.
And well, majority rule. I didn't think Voodoo was the best song.
Was it an Old Spice Girls song? Voodoo? Was it already recorded?
No.
Oh, completely new.
It'd been
Oh,
It
okay.
had been re-recorded. It had been written new,
Okay.
original. But Headlines is a lovely ballad.
Yeah,
In fact, I
stage.
didn't realise what a lovely song it was until we did it
Yeah.
live. It really came to life in the shows.
But you didn't want Voodoo on the record.
I didn't think Voodoo was good enough, really.
We
But
liked
you
it.
know what? It's a
Liked it,
and I know that fans like to have new material as well.
Yeah.
But it's very much a record company thing.
Yeah.
And I think the Spice Girls, obviously what we did in the 90s, it was so special and of that time that I kind of,
Just leave it how it was.
I'm a little bit uncomfortable with like some of the marketing things that happens in the music industry, just to kind of,
But it's nice that you
generate
have your
more
own
money.
record label that you can decide yourself, right? What you want to do
Yes, yeah.
with Red Girl.
Yeah.
The last fan question. You did a track with Emma for your album Stages.
Yeah.
Is there another artist or maybe another Spice Girl you want to collaborate with?
My number one choice of artist to collaborate with would be Sia.
Yeah.
I love her. I think she's incredible. In fact, it would be lovely to even write with her. She's
Yeah.
such a great songwriter.
You did a couple of her tracks live, right?
Yeah, that's right. I've done Breathe. Is it called Breathe Me? That beautiful
Yeah.
slow song, and Cheap Thrills.
Cheap Thrills.
Which
That's
is a
the
lot
one
of
I
fun.
heard. Yeah. If that's okay with you, I want to play a little game,
Okay.
and I would like you to choose your favorite between 2 options. So I'm gonna name 2 options. You have to
Okay.
name your favorite.
Okay.
Sometimes a bit to choose between your own, lovable things, but I think it's nice.
Okay.
Okay. I turn to you or never be the same again.
Oh, that's really hard.
Yeah, I
love them
know.
both. Okay, I'll give you the reasons why I love them both so much. Will Never Be the Same Again, obviously, was my first UK number one.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to work with Lisa Lefta Lopez from
Yeah.
TLC. So that's a very, very special song to me. I Turn to You was probably my biggest solo hit
Yeah.
internationally. And I always end my set with it because people just go crazy for that song.
Sporty Spice or Mommy Spice?
Oh gosh, well, again,
She
me?
came
It's
up with
me,
that.
I'm sorry.
She's
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, she's mean. Well, I want to have to say Mummy Spice because
Yes.
my little girl is the most important thing in my life.
Yeah.
So that's
I
my
understand.
most important role
Yeah.
in life.
Sweatpants or high heels?
Sweatbands, I hate high heels. They make you look very nice, but
But during stages you were quite high heels, right?
Yeah, very confident.
Yeah, during stages.
Yeah.
it is nice to wear high heels and feel,
Elegant.
yeah.
Northern Star or Version of Me? I know it's hard. This one is hard, I know.
You do know me so well, don't you?
Yeah.
I love Version of Me, but Northern Star was my first solo album,
Yeah.
my most successful solo album, and the album that launched me onto the world as a solo artist. So I'll have to say Northern
Yeah,
Star.
you should contact William Orbit. He did some great things on your first album.
Yeah, Williams.
And he's also good on Pure Shores and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, what song do you prefer to perform live? Is it I Know Him So Well with Emma or Pure Shores with Melanie from the All
That's
Saints?
me.
Both of them were, of course, on Sporty's 40.
Yeah,
But not the
Sporty's
song,
40, which
but
is
it was To
fun.
Become One with Emma. But I Know Him So Well as a cover or Pure Shores.
Yeah, well, I love singing with Emma, and I've done it so many times. I've been very fortunate. So I'm going to say I'd never sang with Natalie, who's a dear friend. So I should say Pure Shores with Nat.
Pure Shores,
Yeah, because it was a one-off, very special.
A one-off, yes.
Moment.
Yes. To Become One or Viva Forever, because it's our two biggest fan songs.
I think I would have to say To Become One.
Yeah.
Because it tends to be a lot of people's favourite song, and it was our first Christmas number one in the UK, so that was a big deal.
Can you sing a bit for the fans, and maybe we can join you?
Okay.
Because we like to sing too.
Oh, wait.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? We're gonna sing To Become One. with
Shall I
Melanie.
flip the camera?
You can flip the camera.
Candlelight and snow forever, a dream of you and me together. Say you believe it, say you believe it. Free your mind for doubt and danger. Be for real, don't be a stranger. We can achieve it, we can achieve it.
Yeah, well, we have a gift for you, because we're a big fan of you. And I need to tell someone, maybe you can tell Kelly, what we've made for Melanie.
The Spice Girls, that's what your career started with. Girl power, pop music, and we are big fans. You really inspired us to kind of live our own dream, how big or how small it may be. So we made a little bit of our own pop music. With two of our other friends.
Oh, cool.
And we would like to give that to you as a gift because you were our big inspiration for it.
Yeah,
Nice,
and
lovely.
nice to know is that we made it with Melanie C fans.
Yes.
So the songwriters are fans of Melanie C.
Yeah.
The cover
the
designer,
musicians,
the
Yes.
cover designer is a Melanie C
Wow.
fan.
Yes.
The label is a big fan of you, and the Spice Girls is in Atlanta. And so we all collected people, Spice fans all over the world, to create this gift the last couple of years. So we're already a year busy
Yes.
with this.
So
we
a
want to give it
gift
to you.
inspired by you.
That's
And
incredible.
the EP, it's the EP. It will be officially released later this
Oh
year.
my
but
goodness.
you get the EP as the first.
Would you come to me to put it on a label? I mean,
Yeah, maybe you can sign us.
Thank you so much.
It's a bit handcrafted
Yes.
with a message. And Alex
incredible.
Lodge, he made 20 Years of Spice documentary. He also did. And we need to go with the time. So this is a CD, but this is a USB with the
Yeah.
5 tracks.
Amazing.
And the lyrics are inspired by you.
Tracks.
Yeah.
And where can I find the lyrics?
I didn't add them, but you can listen to, to the tracks. So you can.
They'll be online.
They'll be
They'll
online.
be
yes.
online. Good
Yes.
answer.
And our
So
Instagram edit. So this
cool.
is a gift for you because
So
you are so
much.
lovely.
Aw,
You are so lovely.
So it's a project created by fans all over the world, songwriters label.
Yeah.
Which you inspired.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm overwhelmed.
We're
That's
doing this
really,
for
really
13
lovely.
years now as a group. We started at age 14.
So now
still
she
going
knows how
strong.
old we are.
Don't worry, you're
Yes.
than me.
Yeah, so.
Oh, thank you. That's
this year.
incredible. I can't wait to have a listen.
Yeah, you can, yes. And you have our Instagram, so if you want to let us know something, you can always
can.
Yes.
contact. Yes.
Feel the fire, I'm not tired. Arise, enjoy your life. I'm inspired. Feel the fire, can't let you go. Stop wasting my time. Why you trying to ruin my vibe? Move along, get away from me. Do not need your negativity. It took me so long to understand. There's no this to my younger self. Now I'm like the warm sun. Still feel it on my face. Just dancing. Oh, how I miss these days. No sleeping. Wish we could turn back time. Chilling all through the night. Summer of 05. Still feel